Yo, this video that I'm getting ready to make is gonna be about my experience since I've been at XPO Intermodal Drayage Company. It's a lot of different ones, but that's pretty much what this video is about. So if anybody want to know anything about working for XPO or how it is at XPO or want to know some information on XPO, I'm gonna try my best to like go through everything I can think of to explain it. If I mess around and forget anything, y'all make sure y'all hit me in the comments and let me know, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Wake up in the morning, crank that 18 wheeler. Heck, they hit my phone, I'm going in his direction. He say he out the game, he left it up to me. Gave me a road map and spots overseas.
Alright, what's up? Video making today. Like I was saying before, this video gonna be about my review on XPO, the company that I got the truck that I actually drive leased onto. So XPO that I leased onto is the Drayage Intermodal division. So it's not the same as if you see them on the highway and it's pulling doubles. That's the XPO that probably bought Conway or some other company. It's the same company, but it's just they have different like little umbrella, different little divisions that they use. So it's like a whole completely different thing. Like I don't know how they run their operation. So I only can speak for how they do it here in Atlanta with the Drayage division. So how we're gonna start this. The one that's in Atlanta that I work for, they used to be called BTT. It's like an intermodal rail company. I think they used to go to the port a lot, which they still do. So that's kind of how that go. The XPO that I work for is in Conley, Georgia, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. You got like four different dispatchers that you deal with. That either you can be a driver, you can deal with all of them, or you can be set with just one. Like me, I just deal with the domestic side, which is the 53 foot, and I pretty much deal with the same woman every day. She hit me up, let me know what kind of loads they got available. If it's something I want to do, I'll be like, cool, I'll do that. Or if it's something I don't want to do, I'm like, nah, you got anything else? If they don't have anything else, then I just won't work for the day. Let me think. Then you have you got a guy, all he does is local stuff. So he does and I say local stuff, I'm talking about real local, like, you're going somewhere 20 miles here, somewhere 5 miles here, somewhere. You may do about 3 or 4 of them little loads a day. Or however many you want to do, how many you can complete. So you may pick up something and go get unloaded somewhere, take the empty, go back and forth. I don't never do none of the local stuff. I just got my reason. I don't think I like the pay that it is. Some of the guys they're cool with that, and they don't have to get one of those apportionate tag. They can have like a regular tag on their truck. Then you have the import side and export side, which is kind of the same thing, which means that you're either gonna get in a 40, 20, 40, or 45, and you're gonna take it down to the port in Savannah. If you're importing, if you're exporting, you're gonna get something out of Savannah and bring it back to the yard, and then what happens is the next day or whatever, one of the local guys will get that load and take it to wherever it needs to go, somewhere local. That's kind of how it works. But one thing I love about how XPO does outside of the different intermodal companies, like I work for Transnoble and I work for Horizon, and a lot of them companies is like you have to you'll get booked to go pick up a load somewhere, like let's say like XPO, but you gotta get there by a certain time in order to get your chassis or either get your box. So you may have to go somewhere that's not even the place you're going to go get a chassis, then go pick that chassis up and then take it somewhere and get the box, and then have to take that and go pick up a load, and then have to take that and go deliver. That sounds like a big hassle, which it used to be. Like I used to have to rush to go somewhere that let's say you have to go one place, it opens up at 7, so you have to wait for them to open up just so you can get a chassis, just so you can have to rush at another place to get in line to go get a box, just so you can rush 4 hours somewhere to go get loaded. It's gonna take however long that's gonna take just to try to make it all the way back to Atlanta to take it to a rail so they can probably take the box off. But then guess what? Most likely, depending on what you're going on, you're gonna have to take that chassis back to where you picked that chassis up from. So don't get me wrong, they probably pay you for all those little ads, but to me it's time consuming, it's a waste of time. So you may get paid $50 to go pick up a chassis. Then you get paid whatever to go get the box. Then take the box to get picked up, which made that load that may pay something. Then, but it's the time that it takes to do all that is not worth it. Like I rather like I do now at XPO, I can get up, I can get in my car, drive to the XPO yard, hop in my truck, go print out my sheets on the computer, and go pick my load that's already on the chassis off the yard, or pick my empty off the yard and take it to wherever I'm going to get loaded. And once I get loaded, I can then bring it to whatever rail I'm taking it to, or bring it back to the XPO yard. And that's it. It ain't none of that here, that. You get paid these little $25, $50, but then if you wasting an hour or two trying to get whatever you're going, it's like too much of a hassle. Not for me. I'd rather just make it things simple as possible, and that's how XPO do it. Now, and one thing, another good thing is people that work for XPO have access to the yard 24 hours. If you don't work for XPO, you got to get a load off XPO. You got to wait till 8 o'clock when they open up the gate till in the morning, and if you got to bring something to XPO, you got to wait. You got to bring it by I think 4:30 because they shut down at 5, so you got to get there by 4:30. If you don't make it between them times, you're not gonna be able to get your wherever out or wherever in, which means it's gonna delay you for a whole nother day, and it's just gonna be a big hassle. So that's one thing that's crazy. Let me think. The rates, the rates are they not the best and they not the worst. They just okay, but the thing that they make up for are the perks, like the fuel discounts. So like I might go right now, right? I know that I usually get my fuel at the TA in Atlanta, or the Circle K in Cartersville, or either the Loves in Charleston or Athens, Tennessee, wherever that little city's called. And I kind of got a system because I know those have the best for me to have the best rates as far as because like for example I may pull up to the TA, and the sign may say the fuel is $3.09. But I may look inside my tablet, my XPO tablet that they have, the Keller Williams, and is it Keller Williams or whatever that little log thing is called. I don't think it's called Keller Williams. That's the realtor company, but y'all know what I'm talking about, the little log thing for electronic log. You may go inside there, and it may say the fuel at this fuel stop is $2.50. Well, shoot, you already know $2.50 is a lot cheaper than $3.09 at the same place. That's a big savings. And you may think, oh man, ain't nothing but like what 59 cent difference. That 59 cent add up when you put 100 gallons in your truck. You know what I'm saying? We talking 100 gallons. We saving 59 cent off 100 gallons, and you times that times 59 cent times 100. And some people putting 200. It depends on how much fuel you put in your truck. But that stuff add up. Especially if you think about if you doing this every other day, every day. That's hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars you saving on fuel every week. So that adds up. Like, you know, it's all about that bottom line. Not really how much. It's not really how much the load pay and it's how much you're making minus how much you're spending, and that bottom line of that. All about that bottom line. So that's how I make a lot of my points as far as like. That's what I love about. They have really great fuel discounts. Like I think the other week, my fuel for the week, man. I think I worked like 5 days that week. My fuel might have been like, maybe $600-$700. Like my whole expense for the week was like $730 or something like that. And like I grossed it like that week. And I only worked 5 days. I grossed it like $3,300 or something like that. I don't know. I can't really remember. I have to pull it up. I'll try to pull it up sometime before this video ends and show y'all. Since I pull it up now for you if you want to see real quick. Hold on. I got you, man. Put this stuff in. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see this. Okay. May not be able to see this real quick. So. Man, I don't know if this thing's gonna be able to show, but anyway, if you can see that, it may be backwards because the way it's set up, but right there you see it has like 7 something. I'm sorry if you can't see that. Wait, I'll just read it out to you, and it says settlement total $3309.60, deduction total $721.37. When you subtract both of them, we'll see what the balance is. That means I netted for that week $2588.23. So that's 5 days of working, and that's what I was able to do. My fuel, I wish I could like I said, if my total expense was 721.31, and I feel it couldn't have been that much because my expenses for the week, as far as my insurance, it's all I pay is insurance. My insurance, bobtail insurance, physical damage, and workers' comp. So all that together is like $43. So you take 721 minus 43, whatever that is, minus that. That's how much fuel I use for the week. So that's how that went. Go back to my. What else can I say about XPO, man? They got there's no force dispatch. They call you about a load or they text you about a load, but you can tell them you don't want to do it. And it's cool. It ain't no big deal. You know what I mean? You can tell them you're gonna take 3 days off of work. Tell them take a week off work. Cool. Ain't nobody tripping on that. That's one thing I like. No force dispatch. Ain't none of that trying to force you to do nothing. The people actually that's inside, like the dispatchers, the people that's in the office, everybody is cool. Nobody's like nobody seems like they hate their job there. They seem like they smiling, they enjoying themselves. They, you know what I mean, they look relaxed. They, you know what I mean, they got on flip flops and t-shirts and they ain't no. It's like regular, like a fun work environment. The terminal manager is cool. He's the coolest dude. He's from Texas. Real cool guy, man. He's you can tell he really know what he's doing by how he has that thing working there. The yard, the actual XPO yard is horrible. It sucks. Like you gonna probably, I don't know. It's like a lot of, it's like gravel and dirt. So like the whole yard, you're gonna get your vehicle dirty. They pave the yard like every, like gravel the yard with the Bobcat like every blue moon, like maybe every couple months, and that helps when they do it. But then after that, it's back to the same. You're back to having those big potholes with the water puddles and stuff, and you only can see it on the water pump. You can't, if it ain't raining, it hadn't rained, then you're gonna your car, your truck gonna fall down the hole, and so that's one of the downsides they have is that yard. But I understand you'd probably be really expensive to pave that. I'm thinking it's probably maybe 10-15 acres of land. Be kind of expensive to pave all that just for some, yeah. So it's probably no need for that right now anyway. You gotta get creative out there sometimes too. Like I get real creative as far as making money. So I may go do I may run a chassis to the rail. Run a chassis rail because I know I'm gonna get paid for moving that chassis, right? Because I'm going to the rail anyway. I may get a chassis just to take to the rail, just to get my load to take to where I'm going. Then getting the load from there, bringing back, and then the place I'm bringing back to, I may get a chassis and take it to another rail that needs to get moved, because we have certain rails that we go to that we don't have any loads coming out, but we got them coming in. So that means that place don't need those particular 53-foot chassis. So we can get as many 53-foot off their yard. It's gonna be great because they don't need them. They're not gonna use them. They're just gonna be sitting there piling up in the way. So we can move them to another rail that may need them. We get paid for that. So by doing that, when I'm able to do that, I can maximize my day. Sometimes I can go from probably supposed to having a $500 day to having a $900 day. So imagine if you can do this a couple days out the week, you can pretty much make some money. So that's a way. You got to get creative though. You got to get really creative. You can't, you got to really figure your niche and figure your hustle out. Contracts get updated every 3 months. Every 3 months you got to go in and they update the contract, meaning they're telling you whatever, the rates have went up or rates have went down. They just vary. They don't. I mean, when I say up and down, like you may do a load that this load may pay $513 this month, but 3 months from now it may pay $511, and then 3 months from there it may pay $515. It just depends on what's going on with the fuel, what's going on with the economy. It just, things just change, rates change. How I don't really understand it. But you got to go in and sign you got to go over it and sign every 3 months. That's one thing you have to do. They have a tire discount program also. I've never used it because I still have the same tires on my truck that I had, but I bought from Cram 2 years ago, and I got all sets of new tires on my truck. And when I bought those tires, they were $185 a piece for all my tires. They were brand new, and those tires are still on my truck and still have a lot of tread. And it could have a lot to do with because I don't pull heavy loads. I don't pull heavy loads. That's the main thing. I don't pull heavy loads. I don't go around mountains. That's another reason why I'm able to save on fuel, because I don't pull heavy loads. Like those loads I'm talking about, them loads we talking 3,000-4,000 pound loads that I'm doing every day. So that's another thing I don't pull. But I say, don't get me wrong, I'll pull a 30,000 pound load. I don't really want to, but I will. 40,000 pounds, nah, you can pass that to somebody else. I don't want to do a 40,000 pound load. The only way I do a 40,000 pound load if my dispatch called me and say, "Hey, can you do this for me? I need this to get moved from a rail to the yard or yard to the rail, and I'm already going there." All right, cool. I'll look out, do that for you because I know I'm probably gonna need her to do me a favor later on. So you know what I'm saying. I'll probably make sure I take care of her or whatever like that. So I'll do that. Um, you gotta get your truck inspected every 6 months by XPO. They'll inspect your truck. If you know if something needs to get done to your truck, you'll go get it done, then come back and get it inspected so you can get signed off and get your sticker. If you don't get it done by a certain time that is whatever your limit, then you get on safety hold until it's done. And that happened to me. I had my reverse light on my truck. My reverse light wasn't working. It never worked since I had the truck, but I was able to get by it for as long as I've had it. I've had it now 3 years now, but I was able to get by with it because a lot of people don't be tripping on that. But there's one dude, he was early on it. I was like, and it wasn't the light wasn't the problem. It was the light switch, which I had to end up going to a shop. They had to like rewire the whole thing from because it's on the reverse light is attached to the stick shift, and it's like a something that's under the stick shift that you had to go in and I had to rewire the whole thing. So I ended up having to get that fixed. It ended up costing me like $300 because it took the guy, the mechanic, forever to do it. So to get the whole thing rewired all the way through. So got that rewired, got it fixed, and finally was able to get that out the way. But let me think. You have free parking on their yard. So like a lot of companies want to charge you to park your trucks on their yard and stuff, but XPO do free parking. You can have multiple trucks on their fleet. You have multiple trucks and stuff like that. They have plenty of work. Even when it's slow, they still have plenty of work because like I said, you can get creative out there. Let's say you want to deal with the dispatcher I deal with, and she don't have no work. Well, you can go talk to such and such that does the port stuff, and you can go do the port, or you can do local stuff. There's always something to do because it's like I said, you're dealing with a big company. It's always, like I said, always something to do. I'm trying to think. As far as the port, I've only been to the port twice. I went before I started working here. I went and got me my TSA stuff, my little TWIC card and all that because, like I said, when I got here, I was just ready to go get ready to go, so I was willing to do what I needed to do. But so I had never been to the port. I went twice. The first time I went, man, it took me 3 hours to get in and out of that place because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how things work. Everything was so fast paced. Second time, it probably took me like an hour and some change. I got a buddy of mine, man. He used to go down there like all the time, and he can get in and out of there in less than 45 minutes because he had it down pat. So yeah, shout out to my buddy Nehemiah, and he's one he can get the port in and out. So I remember that. Gotta have them safety vests on when you get out there. Anytime you own that yard, anytime you walk around, you gotta have that safety vest on. You gotta sign in and sign out. Time you got there and time you leave out. You gotta sign that. When you park in your truck, you supposed to wherever you park your truck, that's where you're supposed to put your vehicle, your car. So like you're supposed to when you get there, you're supposed to park your car, move your truck up, and then park your car in the truck spot. Me being the outlaw that I am, me not following the rules, I don't do that. I get there and I see a space, I'll park my car there, get out my car, get in my truck, and just bounce. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you're supposed to do that, so you don't. I'm an outlaw, so I do what I do. Got inspect. You get your truck inspected coming in and out the gate. Not fully inspected. When they're doing is checking to make sure your lights and your tires are good. Lights, tires, and inspection on your chassis are straight. And you know what I mean. The inside, make sure there ain't nothing in the inside. Of your, checking your seal and all that. So they're doing that. And it's just covering it. So it's really no big deal. It's really pretty good to let you know something going on. Because some people will roll out of there with something messed up on their truck. So they check that when you come in and you're coming out. So it's not really as bad as people may think it is, but it's quick. It's like you come in, boom, they're checking the lights, and then they're going to bounce the tire, and they're going to tell you to roll up so you can make sure the tires is good. They're going to check the seal, check the lights, and then they're going to get you to sign off, then you're good. So we talking, like I said, this is like a 1-2 minute process in and out. I guess I'm saying, if I mentioned it about how the fuel and how the fuel trick I do. But I don't know if it's a trick, but you gotta be able to manage your fuel. You gotta be able to manage. This ain't just with XPO. This is with any trucking company. Manage your settlements for your fuel. So like the pay period starts Sunday to Saturday, right? The pay period starts Sunday to Saturday. So that means if I'm working, if I don't come in Sunday, I start Monday. I'll like fill it up Monday, and then say it gets to closer Friday, and I know what I'm doing for Friday. So I'm like, oh, I'm doing this Friday, so I have to I'm not gonna fill it up on Friday. What I'm gonna do is, let's say I know I'm going to a certain part of Tennessee that I know it only takes me 65 gallons to go from Atlanta there and back. So I may have, let's say if I have a quarter left, right? That means I probably can make it up to Tennessee or close to it. So I'll stop probably in Cartersville, halfway, whatever, right? Go to Cartersville and I may put in like 40 gallons. So this 40 gallons is gonna be able to get me from there to Tennessee and back to Atlanta, and have maybe about 10, 15 more gallons that I can turn around and repeat the same process Monday, get back up there. Let's say I do the same load Monday, get up there Monday, Cartersville, fill it up. And then, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good way to maximize your fuel. That way you don't put too much in at the end of the week, because the more you put in, the less your settlement going to be, because your settlement is going to end that Saturday. So that's like one little thing I do. Safety hole, yeah, empty load lot. You got access to the door. Got one over that 53 word. Oh, the $5,000 referral money. So for anybody that's watching this and you plan on going to XPO, if you go there, make sure you put my name down. If y'all saw this video and you made you feel like you want to go to XPO, put my name down on a reference sheet, because they'll pay $5,000, and I'm willing. And in fact, they don't give you the $5,000. They're gonna give it to me. But I'm putting this out there because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't. I'll split it with you. It's kind of like, I mean, it's got, you know what I mean, if you get value from this, it's like cool. But if you end up going there and you end up, and that's how it works. Like if you stay there 30 days, they'll pay me $500. You stay there 60 days, they'll pay me $1,500. You stay there 90 days, then they turn around and give me $3,500, which is $5,000. So that's how they kick out. So yeah, man, that's a good perk. Like think about it, that's $2,500 for you, $2,500 for me. So that's one thing. Make sure, like I said, Robert Collins sent me. Robert Collins is the one who referred me. So definitely put that on your referred urgency. That $5,000 to come in handy, especially for me, man. I need it right now, man. I don't know if you care about this, but they have access to free coffee. They have free coffee all day long. I don't know if you care about that. Like I said, the people there are great. They got tag programs and they got EFTA. I run my own tags right now with XPO. I use Landstar tags on my Landstar truck, and I'm thinking about maybe going to start using XPO tags. When my tag expires in February, I may start using XPO tags. I'm gonna count the math up and count the house up and figure out, because I like the way that it works with Landstar, as far as like they take care of all that stuff, and like, you know what I mean, it's just like I like that I can like just leverage. I like that I can just leverage that off. That's why I'm doing that, just off of leverage. Man, I hope I covered everything. Make sure I'm going through my little notes that I wrote, because I wrote notes and I told y'all about Cram and their discounts on their tires. Yeah, E-logs for all the trucks that E-log eligible. And like I said, Landstar take any kind of truck you have, as long as it passes inspection. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If I forgot anything, or if there's anything y'all wanted me to hit on that I didn't get to hit on, then I'm trying to think if it's something I can think about. Like I said, I know a lot of people want to know about the bread, the money. Like I said, the money is straight. You can make some money out there. I do really well. Like I said, I get creative, and I kind of got a niche. I do know that if you go to the port, to take an empty trailer down to the port and bring a load back, that whole round trip, I think it may pay like I want to say, it may take $324 going down, $324 coming back. So we talking about what, $648 or something like that. If I did my math right, not sure if I did or not. So it's like $648 for the day. So if you do that 5 days away, you gonna gross over 3,000 something, or you know what I mean. So that's kind of how it works. I don't do port work, but that's how it works with that. Some of those be heavy, some of those be light. I don't know. I just do my same old domestic 53 foot going to Tennessee, Loudoun, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do. And I do a bunch of chassis moves. That's kind of how I've gotten to. It took me a minute to get to that point where I'm able to do all that, because it wasn't like that in the beginning. From the beginning, I was doing like Loudoun, Tennessee every other day, and then going to Cairo, Georgia Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hated that run. That run was horrible. I didn't like it because the time that it took me to do it. Like I to go to Cairo, it would take me 3.5 hours to drive and take an empty down there. Then it's gonna take like an hour to load me up, or an hour to load me up. Then it's gonna take me 4 hours to leave there to bring the load to Atlanta to drop at the rail. Then it's gonna take me 45 minutes to go from Atlanta to the yard to drop the truck. That's a crazy full day for whatever that load paid, $580, $600. I don't know. So you imagine that's a full day to make that type of money when I can just go to Loudon and then do a chassis or do a chassis back and make $700, and we talking an 8 to 10 hour day. And it's not, and then the fuel savings on it is a lot better too. So I'm saving on the fuels. Like I said, it's all about being able to, like, it ain't really about what pays the most money. It's really about what you can net, what can net the most money, and cut off the time, and you can be able to like cut off the time. Oh man, I feel like I'm forgetting something, man. Like I said, I've been there a year and 4 months now. I started in August 2018. So was that a year and 4 months? I don't know, but August 2018. I got there because I had got canceled by Horizon. I could tell you that story some other time in another video. What happened with Horizon? It was my fault, but I got canceled by them. I'll take full responsibility for that. And then I worked for a company called Transnova, and I may get on here and bash them and say something about them maybe someday. But right now, this is the XPO video, man. I've kept y'all longer than I normally should, but I know people want to know about XPO. So if y'all have any other questions, or if I missed anything, just hit me up in the comments. Yeah, hit me up in the comments. I'll make sure I respond whatever I didn't cover. Other than that, man, like I said, I like working there, and a pretty cool company. And yeah, I like the flexibility. I can pretty much, you kind of do what you want to do. You pretty much can, so you have the freedom, what I'm saying, to kind of do what you want to do. So, and you can make good money, and the expenses are super low. Like I said, my insurance is $43 a week. Bobtail, physical damage, workers' comp. You know what I'm saying? Those are my insurance. And yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, man. And like y'all, if I gave y'all any kind of value, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the like, make sure you share this video, make sure you comment with any questions, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I appreciate y'all checking me out. All right, I'm out.
All I'm thinking, get my grandma out that dirt road. All I know is getting out the hole. My partner got an L, still jugging down the road. I got clientele and I jug without a phone. I got truckload, I got truckload, I got truckload, I got truckload.